Let's play ball! Welcome back to the Road to the Ship. I'm Mia Ha-Rozewski.
And I'm not Bobby Bess. My name is Kira Yoda, and while Bobby is competing on Maui for the high school track state tournament, I will be filling in. And I must admit, I'm a little nervous.
No worries, Kira. I know you'll knock it out of the park.
These baseball players sure did this past weekend, and we're here to recap all the action and even share some exclusive interviews with the players.
Before we get to the first pitch, we want to say mahalo to our sponsors, Pro City Shopping Center and Sports Stand Sporting Goods. Mahalo for supporting Road to the Ship. It was a tale of two pitchers in the first Division II semifinal game between the number 3 seed Kauai and Waianae. The Sea Riders threatened to score early, but even with the bases loaded in the second inning, the Kauai pitcher, Kapono Sullivan, got out of the jam to keep things scoreless. Waianae's pitcher Shieston Nagasako threw a great game, amassing 11 strikeouts. Still, in the bottom of the third, Rodon Sebastian from Kauai was able to score, taking a 1-0 lead. Last chance for the Sea Riders in the top of the seventh, down 1 run. With Austin Jackson Anderson on third, Waianae put on the suicide squeeze and Na'inoa Nagum lays down the bunt perfectly to score Austin and tie up the game. With the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh, Kauai's Joshua Rodrigo responded with a game-winning single through the infield to advance Kauai to the HHSAA Division II State Championship.
Next, it was a battle between the defending Division II champs, the Damien Monarchs, and Division II OIA champs, Waipahu Marauders. The Monarchs' bats started off hot as they put up 3 runs in the top of the first inning, which forced an early pitching change for the Marauders. Damien added a run in the top of the fourth, but Waipahu responded over the next 3 innings with 2 runs in the fourth and 1 in the fifth and sixth innings, reducing their deficit to just 1 run. In the bottom of the seventh, the Marauders needed 1 to tie but squandered an opportunity as Aaron Raposa recorded his 1 and only strikeout of the game and got the save which sent Damien back to the championship game.
We had some beautiful conditions for the championship game at the Les Murakami Stadium, Damien versus Kauai for the Division II title. The Monarchs wasted no time getting things going offensively as Dyson Yasuda rips a single through the 6th hole and scores Jamison Papalan. Kauai in the bottom of the second tied up the game on a pitcher's balk and then added 4 more runs on a couple of hits and Damien errors. The momentum had appeared to shift to Kauai, but the keyword appeared. Damien immediately answered back in the top of the third with 4 runs on a few hits, including a triple from Chaden Yoshida. The game was tied at 5-5 until Francis O'Connor's single to the right side scored Jamison Papalan, who got a great jump from second base. He's fired up. In the bottom of the seventh, with Damien holding on to the 1-run lead, Jamison gets the last batter to fly out to the second baseman, and the Monarchs repeat as Division II state champions. Both teams showed so much fight and grit through a very intense championship. Now let's take a look at a post-game interview with Chaden.
It feels amazing. Last year when we won, it felt super good. So we wanted to do it again. So to be able to go back to back, it's just an unreal moment that you can't even explain.
At the Division I level, the road to the semifinals has not been easy for Mililani. They took down St. Louis and last year's state champs Waianae to face the number 2 seed Baldwin. Scoreless through 1 inning, but in the second, the Trojans got on the board as Ethan Bogasol's chopper up the middle made for a tough throw for Baldwin and allowed Brady Oga to score. In the bottom of the fourth, with 2 outs, Baldwin was looking to tie the game with runners on the first and third, but Mililani Sky Hume gets out of a jam with a huge strikeout to end the inning. In the bottom of the sixth, Baldwin clutched up twice, both times with a runner on second base and both times on a single up the middle. The designated hitter Jaron Pasquale and pinch hitter Cade Fujioka were on the ones to get it done. The Bears took a 2-1 lead and edged the Trojans out of a shot at the title. Baldwin looks for redemption in the championship game after falling to Waianae in 2022.
We capped off the semifinal round with a highly anticipated game between the ILH champs Kamehameha-Kapalama and the OIA champs Campbell. The first 2 innings flew by as the pitchers Campbell's Chave Sarono and Kamehameha's Alakai Kiakono were doing an excellent job on the mound. In the bottom of the third, though, Kamehameha's Jaden Montero reaches first base on a walk and uses his wheels to steal second and third. A sacrifice fly to right field from Pono Nakano puts Kamehameha on top 1-0. Still in the third with 2 outs, Kauai puts the ball in play and Kamehameha takes a 3-0 lead as Elijah Ikes and Jace Souza both score. Campbell, despite only having 1 hit, was able to get runners into scoring position, but were just unable to finish the job. The Warriors' Logan Sanchez comes in to finish the job in the top of the 7th inning and help the Warriors to get back to the championship game, where they look to win their first state championship since 2003.
Nothing like the Friday night lights at Les Murakami. The stage was ready for the 2 best teams in the state, number 1 Kamehameha-Kapalama versus number 2 Baldwin. Kamehameha's Ethan Waikiki and Baldwin's Caden Antolin got the start on the mound for their teams. Through the 2 innings, the game remained scoreless, but we saw a lot of action. In the top of the third, Baldwin's Bryson Nakamoto led the inning off with a triple. Almost anticlimactically, the Bears score first on a walk to take the lead 1-0. Baldwin extends their lead on an RBI single from Christian Dominio and a sacrifice fly to right field from Caden Anderson. All but out of the game, Kamehameha immediately answered back in the bottom half of the third with 3 runs of their own. A walk, a single, and then a perfect bunt from Pono Nakano juices the base with no outs. Elijah Ikes and Al Kaikea both hit sacrifice flies, and then Aiden Lebedos hits a hard ground ball that gets into the outfield and scores Pono. We were seeing web gems left and right at Les, both teams playing great baseball. In the bottom of the 5th, Elijah singles and steals second base to get into scoring position. Al Kaikea singles up the middle and brings in Elijah as Kamehameha takes the lead for the first time in the game, 4-3. Baldwin answered quickly in the top of the 6th. Levi Madela hits a ground ball to the second baseman, who tries to get rid of it quickly and throws it away. Scoring on the play to tie the game was Bryson. Kamehameha pitcher Blade Pargas holds Baldwin scoreless in the top frame to give the Warriors a chance in the bottom half to win the game. Elijah Ikes, who represents the game-winning run, gets on base with his 3rd hit of the game. Then lefty Jace Souza steps onto the plate. With the game on the line, Jace drives the ball all the way to the right center wall. Elijah got waved home by the third base coach as he rounded third and touched home plate to score the game-winning run. The Warriors win the Division I State Championship for the first time in 2 decades on a triple from Jace. Now let's send it down to Jace to get his thoughts on his incredible moment.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit the ball somewhere. I knew Elijah at first base. He got speed, and, I just been not really struggling at play. I've been seeing balls, and I just saw that one elevated, and I know I could turn on it. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've been working hard all year for this, and everybody played a major role. And, it just feels surreal. It feels like we're in a dream, but every one of us deserve it.
Whew, what a tournament.
Congratulations to all the teams who competed this past weekend.
Mahalo to Pro City Shopping Center and Sports Stand Sporting Goods for sponsoring our show.
I'm Kira Yoda.
And I'm Mia Ha-Rozewski. You've been watching The Road to the Ship. Good job on your first shot!
Thank you!